Hello and welcome back. Today I'd like to talk to you about why evil people like Hillary Clinton must use lies, cheating, distortion, distraction as any means or way possible to defeat Donald Trump. I have given a series of discussions and talks over the last 2 years on this topic of selfism, which in my explanation or definition is a person who will do anything, say anything, use any means, try any ways to win you over to their wrong point of view. Now, Hillary has a proven track record over the last 35, 40 years that she has a history of doing the wrong thing. Donald Trump is simply trying to do the right thing. He might not do it the way you want it, and because most of us are self-righteous and condemning others if they don't agree with us in our point of view, he has taken a lot of flack from the left-wing, liberal, progressive parties who are ideologues who believe that their point of view is better than anyone else's. Consequently, many of the silent majority or the deplorables have been ignored for decades, and now they are beginning to rise up, and they are angered by the fact that the representatives that they've chosen in the past have not done the right thing. They've done the selfish thing, the selfism thing that I talk about in my previous talks and in my 2 books. I thought years ago when I wrote these books that people would clamor to them because they were the solution of what makes us do the wrong thing. They are the guidelines to eliminate evil with all of its minions: hate, doubt, fear, lying, cheating. And for some reason, people have not clamored to them because they are caught up in their own concerns in their own little narrow-minded world. I really sense that there is a movement or a spiritual revolution within America, and people are looking for honesty and leadership and strength in representing the flag, the country, the mores, the convictions that founded this great country. I, in detail, in Book 2, describe exactly what is happening to America right now. I talk about how self-interest groups are fragmenting and factionalizing and separating America into tiny little selfish pockets that only believe their way is the only way to gain that goal or that result that they selfishly want. They don't see the overall arching picture that this is a melting pot where one collective viewpoint should dominate the entire country, and that is that America is great, America does make mistakes, but America has evolved better than any other country in the world. Just look around you. Other countries have been around a lot longer, and they don't even come close to being as good or as open-minded, as all-encompassing as America is. Granted, we have made mistakes, but that is human nature. Human nature is self-preserving first. So individuals who get leadership roles or power roles protect their own point of view first. They really, honestly don't look out for anything beyond their own self-interest. I had tried to, in my books, get people to realize that through self-enlightenment, you need to add that spiritual truth to your physical reality. And most of us don't. And it's difficult to explain it in a 10 or 15 minute soundbite like this. And I wrote 2 books and hundreds of thousands of words in trying to explain that freedom is an illusion. Freedom is a concept. Freedom is a situation in each individual's life that they self-define. Now, A person in prison can be just as free as a person on his billion-dollar yacht, because it's a mind thing, it's a heart thing, it's a spiritual thing. Right now, we're getting ready to go into a very, very important election. On one hand, you have Hillary Clinton living in the past, demonstrating through all her previous choices and decisions she is the wrong person to lead America. All she does is lead all these little self-interest groups. The majority of America is behind Donald Trump, and he wants to do the right thing. He has a proven track record of leadership and success. He might not say the right thing to your liking, but the majority of people who attend his rallies and are on his side hear something in his message that they want to believe in. Now, I can go on and say, well, you need to pick Trump because he represents the good part of America. He represents the great part of America. And Hillary, she represents the corruption and meanness and evil that Washington, D.C. has become in the eyes of those who live outside the influential ring of the D.C. So I'm hoping that I can get back into this weekly talk during the run-up to the election, because nothing is more important than you getting out to vote for the right person. I believe that Donald Trump is that right person. I believe he is trying to do the right thing, and the only thing that you can do is dig deep into your heart and your mind and avoid all this brainwashing and conditioning that is happening, because the mainstream media is an extension of the elitist academia that taught them the liberal side of their belief system. And what if it's wrong? They're afraid to examine it, or else they would see that they are closed-minded, self-righteous, and at times very, very narrow-minded in their presentation to the general public. So hopefully this weekend we'll see a good debate, and the good of Trump will overcome the evil of Clinton. So until we meet again, Godspeed.